Week 3 of the Pittsburgh Steelers OTA practices are officially underway, which means we're 1 week away from mandatory minicamp, which is massive, right? We're going to get to see some 7-on-7 drills, going to get to see some 11-on-11 drills, so things are going to ramp up pretty quickly here before we get that big break before training camp. So in this video, we're going to break down a couple of small news and notes from today's practice, and we're also going to break down what to expect going forward. Now, before we jump into the video, I do want to give a major shout out to the media members over there in Pittsburgh. They work so hard in terms of getting out these highlights for us. That way we are able to, watch these highlights, break down what's going on, and, I can give you these videos because of them. So go follow them on Twitter. You're going to see their names at the top left of the screen. Go give them a follow. So big shout out to them. Now, with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video. Now, the biggest piece of news from today is Cam Hayward back at practice. Now, listen, just because he's back at practice doesn't mean that he is okay with the contract and doesn't care about it, right? Obviously, he is here to get a contract. He wants to be here for the entirety of his career, and that's something that, him and Omar Khan have to, kind of figure out. He wants to be here for another 3 years, or that's what he basically said. So we'll see if he gets that contract extension, but the good news is he is practicing with the team, which is only going to help them continue to build chemistry and, continue to put in this work, right? You need to have him here to build chemistry with Dean Lowry, who just came over here from Minnesota, Montrevious Adams and DeMarvin Leo and all these guys, Logan Lee, the rookie. So I even think that Hayward is going to be a major help for Logan Lee going forward. Now, another big piece of news that we got was they actually made a acquisition. They actually signed Grayland Arnold from the Houston Texans. He is, a DB, kind of can play safety, but more likely he's going to be a nickel. And what's interesting to me is they have a bunch of nickels that are looking pretty good. Now, Josiah Scott, Darius Rush, and Beanie Bishop. Those are guys that they like so far. And those are guys who have been playing really, really well throughout camp. But you're just going to add some more competition and, more guys that can come out here and make some big-time plays. So that is definitely something to keep your eye on out here for. We're going to actually update you a little bit more with, Grayland Arnold in a second. But for now, I want to get some more, takeaways from today's practice. So with that being said, another guy who looked really good is Quez Watkins. Made a massive play in the end zone for a big time touchdown. That was beautiful, right? Good throw, great catch. Quez Watkins is starting to look really, really good in this offense. But also Van Jefferson struggled today. He's dropping the ball a little bit more than you'd want him to. Obviously, he's coming over here from Atlanta, played a little bit with the Rams, but someone they think could be a good playmaker for them, especially a good route runner now that Deontay Johnson's gone. But with him, struggling a little bit, it's going to open up some more windows and avenues for guys like Calvin Austin, Quez Watkins, Roman Wilson, Scotty Miller, Deuce Watts, Marquez Callaway, Denzel Mims. So we're going to have to continue to monitor this situation. Van Jefferson is not a lock to make this roster. And he's going to have to continue to play better if he wants to make this team. We're seeing more of Troy Fautano and Broderick Jones getting those tackle starting positions. Zach Frazier at center, Isaac Samalo, and James Daniels. Looking like a really good offensive line so far. And I want to continue to see those guys, develop. And again, today was an interesting practice. Didn't really get to see too much. But now that we're at the end of the takeaways, weren't too many today. Again, we're going to have to continue to, look over the next few days to see more highlights and whatnot. But let's talk a little bit about Grayland Arnold. He's been in the NFL for about 4 seasons. I believe was a UDFA to the Philadelphia Eagles, where he played safety, and over his career has 33 tackles, 20 solo, 1 forced fumble, a couple of pass deflections, and a couple of run stuffs as well. But a guy who overall just has potential, and they wanted to come in here and add more competition. Make sure that these guys, have to compete each and every single day, right? So they don't want Josiah Scott or Darius Rush or Beanie Bishop to be like, okay, I'm the day one starter and nobody's going to come in here and try to take my job. Now Grayland Arnold is a guy who can take multiple different spots if he produces. Obviously, that's, yet to be seen. But obviously, they liked him enough to sign him to the team. We'll see what he can continue to do going forward. But that's pretty much it. Short video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. And I'll see you guys in the next Steelers update. Peace.